Okay. Now, sales ledger account balance as on 31st December 2020, you are given, the balances are given A, B, C. Uh, the balances are given, individual customer balances are given. Okay. So, these individual account balances are maintained in the sales ledger. Okay. Then, when you take the general ledger, so what is the account we maintain to record these individual customer balances? What is the account we have to maintain? We have to maintain accounts receivable control account. So this is what you are required to prepare. Prepare accounts receivable control account. So which means you are not supposed to record transactions in the sales ledger. Okay, for individual customer wise. This is not required. What is required is to record the transactions in the accounts receivable control account in total. Is that clear? Okay. So, when you take the opening balance, this is the accounts receivable control account. So, what should be the opening balance? If you take 1st January 2021, so this was the closing balance and this has to be carried forward to the next financial year. The balance brought forward. How much is the opening balance? Can anyone tell me? What is the opening balance?
7,600.
Exactly. Why 7,600? Bashini, why 7,600? Shenara told me the opening balance is 7,600. Is that correct? Is that right, Samira? Yes. Why? I told you accounts receivable control account means it's the total account of the customer balances. However, in the sales ledger, we maintain individual balances. Here, what we have to record? We have to take the total and take the total and you show it as an opening balance. Very good. Now, credit sales during the year. So, what sales you need to record in the sales accounts receivable control account? Samira, what is the total sales? What amount to be recorded in the accounts receivable control account now? 12,000. Is it 12,000? 5 plus 3, 8 plus 4, 12,000. Why 12,000? Because this is the control account. We have to take the total, not the individual totals. Okay. So I have explained you in my previous video, the credit sales will be recorded in the sales day book. First of all, you have to record it in the sales day book. So that is not required in this question. After recording it in the sales day book, you need to take the total and you need to transfer it to accounts receivable control account and you need to credit your sales account. Okay. So what is the total? 12,000. So 12,000, you have to debit the totals to the control account. This is the total debtors account. Sales and sales account should be credited 12,000. We can say accounts receivable control account. Is that clear? However, in the sales ledger, we should maintain individual account balances, right? That has to be maintained separately. Okay, so but you are not supposed to prepare sales ledgers. Okay, uh, third transaction, sales return. How do you record this? How much to be recorded and where you have to record this? Sales return, how much to be recorded? Okay, can anyone tell me how much to be recorded? Either Samira or Shenara?
1,500.
Yeah. Please remember, okay, you have to take the total 1500 because you are supposed to record the transactions in the control account. Okay, control account means the total account. Okay, so 1500 is a sales return. So what is the double entry for sales return? Okay, you need to credit your control account, right? You credit control account sales return. Okay, and sales return account should be debited with 1500 accounts receivable control account. Okay, next one, payment received from these customers. So what is to be recorded, Samira? How much to be recorded and what is the double entry? Okay, 9,000. Why 9,000? The total amount to be recorded in the control account, right? 9,000 the customers have paid. When you receive money, where do you debit? Oh, either cash or bank account, right? So you debit the bank account and you have to credit the accounts receivable control account. You can say the bank 9,000. Okay, so when you take the closing balance of control account, what is the closing balance? Which is not required. I am just trying to explain this. 19,600, 19,600. What is the balance, carried forward balance here? It should be 100, 9, 10, 9,100. Okay, so this 9,100 should match with the individual customer balances. You understand? When you take 9,100, when you take customer A, how much? Customer B, how much? Customer C, how much? When you take the total at the end of the period, this total should match with the closing balance of 9,100. Is that clear? Okay, because when we took the opening balance, the opening balance 7,600 consists of individual customer balances of 1,200, 2,500 and 3,900. In the similar way, the same way, when you take the closing balance after recording all these transactions, when you take the total of these customer balances, this should match with 9,100. Okay, so if you check this, how do you cross check this? It's very easy. You take customer A, B, C. Okay, so this is a sales ledger. Okay, so when you take customer A, we maintain separate accounts here, customer B and customer C. What are the opening balances? Balance brought forward. We had how much? 1,200, 2,500 and 3,900. 3,900. So these are the opening balances. Then what happened? We had credit sales, right? Credit sales 5,000, 3,000, 4,000. So credit sales you need to debit individually 3,000, 4,000. So these are sales. Then you had credit sales return, right? A return 700 sales return, and here sales return how much? 800. And finally, we have received payments from customer A. The bank individually you have to debit 3,000, bank 2,500 and 3,500. Okay, so when you take the closing balances of these individual customers, what should be the balance? Okay, here 6,200, 6,200. So therefore 5, 7 plus 5 is 2, plus 4, 2,500. Okay, this is balance carried forward 2,500. Now here 5,500, 5,500. So total should be 0, 8 plus 5 is 3, plus 2 is 5, 1 remaining 3 plus 2 is 5, 2,200. And finally, this customer is 7,900, 7,900, 4 and 4,400. Balance carried forward. So what are the individual balances now? A closing balance at the end of the period 2,500. B closing balance is how much? 2,200. C how much? 4,400. So what is the total? 7 plus 4 is 1, 1 remaining, 3, 4, 5, 9,100. Is that clear? Okay. Now, when you take these individual balances, the total is 9,100, which is exactly matching with our accounts receivable control account 9,100. Is that clear? Any questions? Okay, so that is the further explanation, but you are not supposed to do these transactions. Okay, you don't need to record it in the sales ledger. This is for your explanation purpose. I just showed this. Okay, so you need to prepare only accounts receivable control account. Okay, now I will show you one exam paper question. The following information was extracted from the books of Randall for the month of March 2017. Okay. Amount owing by debtors 1st March 2017 4,250. Okay. So that is the opening balance, right? Okay. This opening balance consists of different customers. Credit sales 4,800. Cash sales 1,000. Return inwards. Return inwards means sales return, right? When you sell, goodwill go out of your company. When the customer returns, it's coming into the business. Therefore, it is returns inward. In other words, we can say sales return. Bad debts. Bad debts, I will discuss this. When you sell on credit, you will have customers. Then you need to collect money from the customers. If the customer doesn't pay due to so many reasons, the customers might not pay. maybe due to a customer is bankrupt, or let's say customer has died. So customer will not be able to settle the money. In that case, what you need to do? You have to write off the amount which is not recoverable from the customers. So which is known as bad debts. Okay. So bad debts is an expense. So that we need to record it. Then discount allowed. This also we discussed, no? At the time of receiving the money from the customers, we give discounts. We offer discounts to the customers, which is discount allowed. Let's say there is a customer whose balance is 100 and we requested them to pay $75. So discount allowed is $25. So that also we know how to record it. Then customers check dishonored. Dishonored means, what does it mean? Can anyone tell me the meaning of dishonored? So customers checks dishonored means customer has already paid, already settled by a check. What we did, we went and deposited in the bank. Okay, the bank. Okay, when you deposit the check in the bank, so customer's account should have sufficient money. Okay, to receive payments to our bank account. Okay, if the customer doesn't have money, even if you deposit the check, you will not realize, you will not get the money. Okay, so in that case, the bank will dishonor, they will not honor your check deposit. So that means you have not received the money. So that is the meaning of customers checks dishonored. Receipts from debtors 5421, that we know the amount received from the customers. Prepare the sales ledger control account for the month of March 2017. Balance the accounts 31st March and bring the balance down to April 2017. So here is basically the control account. Control account means the total debtors account, as if you are recording it in the debtors account. So just prepare this account. Very simple. This is not difficult. Only point is you should know how to record bad debts. Discount allowed, you know, the customers checks dishonored. Those are the 2 points that I will explain you. Can you all start doing the question quickly? I will give you 5 minutes. It won't take much time. So what is the balance 1st March 2017 opening balance? What is the balance? Brought down balance how much?
4,290.
Yeah, 4,290. Okay, this is the total balance. Okay, so that is 4,290. Then what you have to take? What is the other balance you have to take? This we took the opening balance. Credit sales, how much? 4,800, no? So how do you record that credit sales? You need to debit your sales ledger control account, right? Okay, so you can say sales 4,800. Then what about cash sales? Why you are given cash sales there? Do we record cash sales? Okay, so do you record cash sales? What is the day book there where you record cash sales? In which day book you record? In which day book you record cash sales? Cash book. Then why you have to record it in the sales ledger control account? Is it a credit sales? Why we have to maintain sales ledger control account? Because of the credit sales, right? So cash sales, you have to understand the basic concepts, Puta. Okay, So just to confuse, you are given this cash sales. So as you can see, you are given credit sales and you are given cash sales just to confuse you. You should understand that, right? Okay. So cash sales are recorded in the cash book. Credit sales are recorded in the sales day book. From the sales day book, we transfer it to the sales account and the sales ledger control account. You understand? Then return inwards. Where do you record? In which side you have to record? On the credit side. Okay. My pen is not working. What you can do is you can record it on the credit side 320. Okay. Now you have the sales ledger control account. Opening balance 4,000. How much? 4,000? 4,290, right? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, sales we took 4,800. Then sales return or return inwards, how much? It was uh, 320, right? 320.
320.
Yeah, 320. Then what is the other transaction? Bad debts 253. So I told you bad debts means irrecoverable amount. You can't recover from the customer. So what you need to do? Do you keep the balance as is in the books? No, you need to write it off as an expense. Okay. So if you want to write it off an expense, what you should do? You need to remove it from the sales ledger control account. So therefore, what you have to do? You have to credit sales ledger control account bad debts. The amount is 253. Okay. So you credit the bad debt amount to the sales ledger control account and you need to debit the bad debts expenses account. Okay. This is an expense. Then next one, discount allowed. How do you record the discount allowed? How do you record the discount allowed? So when you receive cash, how do you record? You debit your cash book and you credit the sales ledger control account. Okay. So likewise, you are supposed to receive 100. Instead of 100, you are receiving 75. So therefore, what you should do? The 25 should be credited as discount allowed here. And discount allowed account should be debited. Discount allowed account should be debited. The amount is how much? 66. Okay. So discount allowed, you have to credit the sales ledger control account and discount allowed account should be debited. And finally, we have received cash amounting to 5,421. When you receive cash, what you should do? Debit the bank account and credit 5,421 to the sales ledger control account. Okay. Now you need to balance this.